with Jorge. Now, if you're getting paid, you'll be teammates with Vince Freeze. You don't care if you're getting paid. I mean, you care, but you're willing to care. You're willing to, swallow your pride and take the payday. And especially when you get to the end of your career, like potentially Tomac is, which will be a sad day when he hangs up the boots, which he should have already done. He decided he's going to keep racing, and Star should have kept him. I think Star really blew it. They should have found a way to keep him. But I understand, they were in negotiations and the time period elapsed. And then when Tomac went back to say, hey, we got a deal, they're like, sorry, dude. I mean, we're missing money. I always gave it all to Danger Boy. Insanity. But here's the thing. It makes sense to me right now why KTM is giving Prado this deal. Because Eli's deal isn't done. Because you need at least a 2-rider 450 team. So I'm like, we kind of all like, well, what are we going to have, a 3 450 rider team? We're going to have Plessinger, or is he sick, not coming back? And that's why we're going to put Eli in there alongside with George. But now it's starting to look potentially like KTM doesn't have a done deal. Maybe they're close. Maybe they're going through it with a fine-tooth comb, which, obviously costed Eli his Star Racing Yamaha offer because they went over it too long, right? And they had their pullout in different waters. And Star didn't like that, apparently. Not enough to go find him some money to keep him there. So it makes sense, doesn't it? That's why we brought Jorge over, is because we don't know if we're really legitimately, with a high level of certainty, going to get Eli over here. And if we don't get Eli, we're in big trouble. We need Jorge now. We need this guy. We need a 2-rider team. And so the bigger question mark really for me was AP, where is he at? I mean, I would anticipate, if I was a betting man, Bubba, that AP will be back. And Jorge is going to be his teammate. And potentially Eli is going to go over to Cowie, because Cowie needs people, right? And you got to admit, this would be a much better team than George, Jorge, Prado, and AP, the Cowboy Plessinger on KTM. If you have Sexton and Eli over at Cowie, I mean, that's problem solved. That's problem solved. And if the only thing that hurt that relationship was in the past is not giving Eli a little wiggle room to play with the bike, and Chase, they already negotiated that. They're not going to keep him in a box. I'm sure he's got way more freedom